I'm Bob, and I've always had a thing for unusual hobbies. One day, I decided to take up the ancient art of watermelon sculpting. Yeah, you heard me right, watermelon sculpting. It's not as crazy as it sounds. It all started when I saw a video online of someone carving a watermelon into a beautiful swan. I thought, I can do that. So, off to the grocery store I went, and I picked out the roundest, juiciest watermelon I could find. Back home, I got my carving tools ready. Well, they weren't exactly professional carving tools. They were just some old kitchen knives, but I figured they'd do the job. I stared at the watermelon, imagining the masterpiece I was about to create. With a deep breath, I made the first cut. It wasn't as easy as it looked in the video. My swan's neck ended up looking more like a giraffe, but I was determined to keep going. Hours turned into days as I painstakingly carved and chipped away at that watermelon. My hands were covered in sticky juice, and my kitchen floor looked like a fruit salad crime scene. But I didn't care, I was on a mission. After what felt like an eternity, I stepped back to admire my creation. It was, well, let's just say it was unique. My watermelon swan had wings that looked more like potato chips, and its beak resembled a crooked carrot. But it was my watermelon swan. I decided to name it Walter the Watermelon Swan. I even gave him a little top hat made from a grape stem, and suddenly, he looked like the fanciest watermelon in town. Now, you might be wondering what I did with Walter once he was all dressed up. Well, I couldn't bear to eat him after all that hard work. So, I did what any sensible person would do. I threw a watermelon sculpture party. I invited my friends over, and they were just as bewildered by Walter as you probably are right now. But they played along, and we had a blast. We took photos with Walter, and someone even started a hashtag. Hashtag Walter the Watermelon Swan. As the night went on, we got sillier and sillier. We made up stories about Walter's adventures, like how he traveled the world as a watermelon diplomat, promoting peace and fruity diplomacy. We even wrote a little watermelon anthem and sang it at the top of our lungs. Eventually, the party wound down, and my friends left, leaving me alone with Walter. I looked at him, and it hit me. I might not be a watermelon sculpting prodigy, but I had created something that brought joy and laughter to my life. So, I let Walter sit on my kitchen table for a few more days, proudly wearing his grape stem top hat. And every time I walked by, I couldn't help but smile. In the end, my quirky watermelon sculpting adventure taught me that it's not about being the best at something. It's about having fun and sharing laughs along the way. And as for Walter, he'll forever be my fruity, slightly wonky masterpiece. A reminder that sometimes, the quirkiest hobbies can lead to the most delightful memories.